What if I told you that some of the things you do every single day, the habits you barely notice, the thoughts you keep to yourself, even your little quirks, might actually be secret signs of high intelligence? Not grades, not test scores. I'm talking about the psychological patterns that science links straight to higher IQ. So let's break down how many of these sound like you. First, you overthink, but in a productive way. Most people overthink because they're stressed. But you? You overthink because you're curious. You're always trying to understand, not escape. Psychologists call this cognitive reflection. It's the ability to pause, question your first impulse, and dig deeper. You don't just react, you reflect. You're constantly running mental simulations, connecting dots, analyzing outcomes. That's not anxiety. That's complex problem solving at work. Second, you stay curious, like endlessly curious. A study from the University of London found that people with higher IQs score way higher in openness to experience, a personality trait tied to curiosity, creativity, and imagination. If you're the type who randomly Googles weird facts at 2 a.m., or questions why things work the way they do, or dives into topics most people don't even think about, that's not distraction. That's your brain saying, feed me more. It's intellectual hunger, and only smart people feel it this intensely. Third, you talk less and observe more. You're not quiet because you're shy. You're quiet because you're studying everything. Smart people don't need to dominate conversations. They listen. They read energy. They analyze tone, emotion, and logic all at once. Psychologists call this active observation, a strong sign of both emotional intelligence and analytical intelligence. While others talk to fill silence, you use silence to understand. Fourth, you doubt yourself more than people think. It sounds weird, but it's true. Highly intelligent people sometimes question themselves, not because they're insecure, but because they're aware of how much there is still to learn. This is called intellectual humility. It's the mindset of, I know a lot, but not everything. Meanwhile, research shows that people with lower ability often overestimate themselves. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect, where the least skilled people think they're geniuses. If you ever feel like you don't know enough, you might actually know more than you realize. Fiveth, you genuinely enjoy being alone. A study from the British Journal of Psychology found that highly intelligent people don't need constant socializing to feel good. It actually drains them. Why? Because their brain works better when it has space. Space to think, create, imagine, and analyze. You don't crave small talk. You crave mental clarity. You recharge in solitude, not in crowds. Being alone isn't loneliness for you. It's mental freedom. So what does all this mean? If you overthink with intention, stay curious, observe more than you speak, doubt yourself just enough to stay growing, and love your own company, you're not different. You're not strange. You're not overthinking life. You might just be wired for deeper intelligence. And if you love breaking down human behavior and understanding what truly makes people tick, hit that subscribe button, because on this channel we don't just learn psychology, we decode the human mind.